Managing stress and managing a business has a few pitfalls to it. There are some parts of stress that is actually good for you, and there are other parts of stress that is really bad for you. And this is why I say we need to distinguish between stress management and people management. So let's just quickly cover 2 points I've observed where stress needs to be defined in a different way. The first point being is normal stress, as I call it. Stuff that I just have to pull up my big boy pants and we're going to start operating and doing better because we just get over it, if you will. So what kind of stress is this? This is stress where my business doesn't have a bunch of sales for the month and I need to handle it. Or something like COVID comes along and it changes everything in the industry and we have to now get over it and figure out a new way to make money or revolutionize this business. Is this stressful? 100%. However, it shouldn't be stressful. It should be something that you acknowledge as a business owner as part of the game. It's totally normal, and you should still be able to flourish and prosper and literally still have a good day because this is normal. It's expected of businesses. I once heard this quote where someone said it's every 4 years, if you're not completely stressed that you're going to go bankrupt, you're not doing it right. So we don't want to be in a place like that ever, obviously. But the point is, it's normal to stress every now and then about normal things like industry changes or employing a new person or changing your pricing structure. This is normal stress. It's not a big deal. However, the second point of stress, where I say people management, this is a place of concern. What I found is that it's not a good type of stress when I have a problem. Let's say, for example, COVID came along, or my pricing structure is outdated, or my offering actually is outdated, and I need to change my whole business. Personally, I'm going through a situation like that with my company called Partners Blueprint, where my model was a one-on-one coaching model, and now it became a group coaching model. And there's some pushback from some of the guys and some affinity or some appreciation from some of the others. And this puts me in a very stressful situation. Now, if I don't have anybody bad around me, I can totally handle the situation. Not a big deal. And I know it's part of the game and I'm actually not worried about it. So it just nullifies this whole stress thing. However, if I discuss this with someone and I say, I'm going through this, I'm looking at changing my model to a group based from a one-to-one based, and I get negative feedback, and people say stuff to me like, but you shouldn't have done that, and you are not a good person, and you will never succeed at this, and it is your problem, and you shouldn't have done this, and it's unethical, it's this, and people start sort of jabbing me personally. That's really where stress comes from, the true stress, the stress I should be worried about. So when someone does that to me, I mentally put them in a sort of quarantine. And I say to myself, this person is in quarantine. And whatever they say to me doesn't affect me. I'm not going to take it to heart because I know this is one of those people that are just negative from the outset. So that is something I do actively. I also am concerned, obviously, or I look carefully at what they are saying. If it's someone I do trust and that I've known to be a trusted advisor or a good friend, I will still take it to heart. Maybe it's real good, uh, helpful criticism. But if it's just to jab me and put me down, that creates stress inside me and I will quarantine this person. What I also tend to do then is even just to announce to this person to say, look, this is not who I am. I'm a person that is fun to be around. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. It's always in control, if you will. And I want you to be that same person for me so that if I'm ever stressed or something like that, that you can help me to take it easy and calm down a bit. So this is what I look for mainly. Now, what do I do personally when I actually just want to manage my stress? Well, I keep it really, really, really simple. I just go for a walk and I try and not think at all. I just try and go out for a walk, smell the air, taste the air, even if you will, listen to the birds, listen to the cars, feel the trees, feel anything I can. And I just try and sort of use my senses to be in the real world instead of trying to think all the time. And I've gotten quite good at this. In the past, I had to go for a hike or I had to like really put an effort to sort of switch off my mind. But at this point, I can just quickly turn it on and I know immediately, all right, I'm in my calm zone and I can just do what I've got to do. So yes, at the end of the day, to summarize, it's our duty to feel good, to be in a good state of mind as much as possible, because then good things tend to sort of happen to us more and more and more. It's almost like we're more lucky, right? Instead of being in a stressful or fearful or anxiety-ridden state. That's no good, and that will just pull in more and more drama. And this is why stress management is so important. Get back on the horse, get back winning, make your decisions, be fast on your decisions, and you'll soon succeed. So I hope this video found you well. And if you want to know anything more about what I do, find some links in the description. Until I see you again, cheers for now.